think about it.
Well, you procrastinated.
I know, I did. I was watching shorts. Welcome to Jtwes Monday Night Live. 2 weeks
No.
late.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 weeks late. Glad everybody joining in. Thank you so much, guys. I was looking forward to live tonight. It's been a while since we had a little couch talk, I guess, Lino. And who all's in here tonight, I guess?
We've got several.
Several?
Yes. Timbo was on first.
Timbo was on here first. That's good.
Says howdy neighbors. Bart Sexton says hello from the big city of Goldsboro. Love that Jimmy Red corn.
Yeah, it is some good corn, Bart.
Janice and Joe Simpson are on.
Hey,
in
Janice.
Tifton, Georgia. Missed
And
y'all.
Joe.
Missed y'all last week. Hope you had a great revival.
We did. We did.
Jerry Bonds is on.
Hey, Jerry Bonds.
Hello from Iuka, Mississippi. Getting some much needed rain finally. Which
Yeah,
we could use. Yeah, we could use some.
Use a little bit too.
Paul Ford is on.
Hey, Paul Ford.
Good evening, Jtwes family. It's been a long 2 weeks since the last live. Was starting to have withdrawals. LOL. Janice is on.
Hey, Janice.
Hello, everyone. I hope you're doing well. Johnny Edgerton says, good evening. Glad to hear y'all had a good revival. We're having ours next week.
Oh yeah, it's always good. It's people were talking about the Charlie Kirk Memorial was kind of like a revival. I heard that quite a bit today on some talk shows, and anytime you get around and start preaching Christ and forgiveness and being saved, it can stir up some good feelings in you, for sure.
Yeah, our revival was packed. It was really good. I
Yeah.
mean, every night, every single night, it was full. So it was wonderful. And we've gained some new church folks, too,
Yeah,
who were
yeah.
here Sunday. So it was wonderful. Curtis King is on.
Hello, Curtis King.
Hello, everybody. Hope everyone's doing well.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Lathe Man is on.
Lathe Man.
And Cajun Homestead. And Miss Bonnie Hawkins is on.
Oh, did you say Cajun Homestead? Okay. Hey, Bonnie.
Bonnie says, good evening, everyone. Just came in from cooking hot dogs and s'mores. First day of fall, y'all. Yeah, it is the first day of fall, and it's hot.
Speaking of s'mores, I just had, I had forgot a love for a piece of candy that I had when I was about 10 years old, and I hadn't had one probably in 10 years or better, probably more than that. And I bought one the other day. It was a 4-packet Sheets, and I ate one or maybe 2 last night, and then 2 tonight. But I'm hooked. I'm back hooked all the way. And y'all gonna laugh, but it's an old candy, and I'm gonna collect the points and get me a free box of candy. But a Mallow cup, man, I'm telling you what, a Mallow cup.
Well,
golly, that thing was good.
and look, it looks just like a Reese cup.
Well, they know.
So if somebody gave me one of those and I thought it was a Reese cup, we're gonna fight when I bite into it, and it's marshmallow. Okay, we're gonna fight.
Oh man, that thing was so good. The only thing different, I was picking with Lino, their machine that puts the cup paper on, evidently it may not separate them good, because I had 3 or 4 extra cup papers. I had enough to make our own candy
Their
there.
quality control slipped that day.
But no, Mallow Cup, yeah. If anybody watching that works for Mallow Cup, if you want to sponsor Jtwes, that'd be just fine. We'll put you on every video.
Joey Neal's on,
Hey, Joey Neal.
and Cub Bud
Cub Bud.
says, hello all, got rain today, so I'll be mowing later this week with the 55 IH Cub lowboy.
Yeah, I was looking today when you mentioned, as far as the grass, when I pulled out the driveway to take a carburetor to Roger, I took the 300 carburetor to Roger. I was going to film it, but then I was like, it's not going to take me but a minute to get it off, and I hate to jump from that to something totally different in a video, totally unrelated, whatever else I might be doing. I suppose, guys, if I had more time, yeah, I could really pump out the videos, because we do a lot.
Yeah, it's just adding double the time to film it.
Yeah, well, no, that and just we don't have time. I don't have time. Sometimes I just got to do it.
Oh, not to explain what you're doing, you mean?
Well, yeah, like the stuff we do. But anyway, I took it up to Rogers, and he's going to rebuild it, because I need to get some wood. And to be honest with you, I really ain't a fan of putting a trailer load of wood on the back of a 140 hitch because it's not the heaviest tractor in the world.
Yeah.
I'd like to have a little more weight on the ground.
Elliot Lindsay's on.
Elliot Lindsay, how are you?
And T. Hawkins is here.
Mr. T. Hawkins.
Hunter Sisk. Hunter says, I'm restoring an original side dresser on a 58 130 as I'm watching this.
All right.
And Paul's Farm is on.
I guess he's meaning a 1958 Farmall 130 is what he's talking
Yeah.
about. Yeah.
Paul's Farm says, good evening, y'all. Picked up another 140 Farmall the other day. Probably won't part this one out.
Oh. And that's, let's see, Ellie went over there. Is that Paul's Farm? Yeah, Ellie went over there.
J. Pill is on.
Hey, J. Pill.
Good evening from the motherland. Hope you're all well.
J. Pill, I didn't comment too much, your last comment you left about Trump. I was going to tell you, you know, he says he likes your prime minister, but he likes him until he don't get what he wants. I'll put it that way. Trump, J. Pill said that he hated that Trump had to come over there and see his prime minister. I said, well, Trump likes him, but says he does.
Farm Life with Avery's on.
Hey, Avery.
Said, hey guys, I went to the NAS Oceana Air Show this weekend and met all the Blue Angels. I just yesterday used my fast hitch bush hog for the first time and dissed a bunch today. William May's on.
Hey, William May.
Says good evening, and so is Gurney. Says good evening. I'll press the like button.
I flew with the Blue Angels this weekend. Well, I thought I did.
Yeah, I probably felt like it. Carl Capel is on. Happy fall, y'all. Glad I got to catch you guys today.
Hello, Carl.
Christian Lanier is on.
Christian Lanier, that's a new name.
Well, he says he usually watches with Elliot L, but not at home, so tuned in by myself.
Oh, okay.
Well, good to have you, Christian, just to know your name. This 1904 farm is on.
1904 farm.
Good evening, everyone. Bloody Butcher corn is harvested and on the corn dryer.
Yeah, I'd like to see some of that corn because Preacher Rayleigh, who I got the Jimmy Red from, he said that the seeds look real close to each other.
Farm Boy 59 is on.
Hello, Brian.
Good evening. Just getting in from bush hogging. Been going since 4:45 p.m. And of course the AC was blowing and the tunes was a playing.
Oh, I bet you just slapped wore out.
Yeah. Tough times.
I was eating dust and sticks and dirt, and I'm gonna tell you what, man, that cotton, I didn't get to film none of it when I bush hogged it, but my goodness, that is like cutting trees down. When cotton dries out, it's like oak. I mean, psh.
Yeah, it's very tough.
So I bush hogged it real good, and Sam said that he was gonna let the wing of the disc cut it before he gets the tractor on it. But I wanted to bush hog it good to break it up because I didn't want nothing in there to give anybody a flat tire at plow day.
Yes. Or some people show up maybe in flip-flops, and if your foot slides off that flip-flop, it's bad news. I mean, not me personally, but I know,
Yeah.
some people, they're not going to ride a tractor or nothing, so if it's a warm day.
Well, that'd be fine as long as, because, I kept it mowed
Yeah.
all summer, so it's like a yard now.
Yeah. Orbra's on.
Hello, Orbra.
And Janice says, I still prefer Reese cups. Oh, yeah, I would too. Paul's Farm says, we'll have a tractor show at the Dixie Classic Fair. My dad does it. If you go by, say hello to him.
I will. Talking to some guys at the fair in Danville, and they said that's where they were headed next, was the Dixie Classic Fair. And it's not that the Danville Fair was small. It wasn't huge, but in my mind, I was just thinking Dixie Classic Fair was about as big as the State Fair. And I could be wrong because I've never been.
Yeah, I've never been either.
Anyway, that's where they said they were heading next.
Yeah, because we went to the Danville Fair, and it was pretty fun. I mean,
it was fun. I had to...
and we got there at the right time. It wasn't real crowded.
I rode a kiddie ride with Leno because she wanted to ride it.
It's not a kiddie ride. No,
ride.
it's not.
Yes, it is.
The kiddies couldn't get on. They weren't tall enough.
I could fall asleep on that thing.
Well, it was still fun.
Anyway, and so so it was me, Leno, Sam, Sam's girlfriend, Elliot and Kaylee. And me and Kaylee, she was my only riding partner to ride something that was a little more than a kiddie ride.
Yeah, Kaylee rode the Ring of Fire, which goes around,
It
just
just goes
around in a
around.
circle. I mean, and then it goes all the way to the top while they're upside down and just stays there and then goes around. So yeah, Kaylee is, of course, the addition to our family that would ride anything.
Yeah, nobody wouldn't ride it but me and Kaylee.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna ride that. Let me find where I was at. Tommy Norwood is on.
Hello, Tommy.
Hi, Joey and Lino. The weatherman is talking about some rain by the end of the week.
Mm.
Yeah, we're supposed to get some rain too. Supposedly, a cold front's coming in.
Okay.
But last cold front we didn't get any rain when they said we would. Michael Coleman says, to my surprise, after not checking the garden for almost a month, picked half a bushel of jalapenos yesterday.
I seen out here where I bush hogged our jalapenos, they're coming back. Little suckers is coming back. And
They're fearless. Like
Yeah.
those, they are like, they'll survive anything.
Yeah, I don't know if it come across on camera, but I actually used 3 different pieces of equipment to get that to loosen up a little bit. I used a plow and a subsoiler. It's loose now. I just need to cut it a couple more times and then put it in a bed, and it'll be ready for some garlic.
Mark Phelps says, good evening. Hope to see y'all in a few weeks at Plow Day. I added a cub to the farm.
Hey, sounds good.
And Terry Hayes is on.
Hello, Terry Hayes.
Hey, I'm back. Been busy, especially on Mondays, but still trying to keep up. Hope all is well with you guys.
It is.
Joe with the W is on.
Joe with the W.
Says howdy. And Bart says, remember to hit that like button. And 1904 Farm says, I will bring some ears to Plow Day. I plan on making it this year.
Oh, okay. I guess he's talking about the Bloody Butcher.
Oh, I don't know.
I think so.
Hold on. I get these little pop-up things
Oh,
now.
yeah. You might not leave with them if it is.
Paul is on, real fan, 90.
Hey, Paul.
Evening.
Paul, I'm sorry. No, I don't need none.
Need what?
Paul texted me and I forgot.
You forgot to reply?
Yeah. You know I'm good for that.
Well, yeah.
No, Paul, thank you. No, some beautiful peppers.
Oh, yeah,
Jalapenos.
no. I canned a bunch of them. I made some.
No, I think these were like hot peppers.
Well, these are hot. Mine are hot.
Yeah, but these are like some roundish looking ones
Like,
and stuff.
probably
Yellow.
Carolina Reaper or something.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
don't
like
know.
those. I don't like the peppers that are so hot that you can't taste anything after you eat it because it's just burned your whole mouth up.
Paul, I know what it was. I was watching the Charlie Kirk thing and got all engulfed in that and totally forgot.
Paul's Farm says, it's a big fair, a lot bigger than Danville, but not quite as big as the State Fair. It's a Dixie Classic.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll try to go to that one next year.
Well, no, I want to go to State Fair. I like waiting about every year, 2 years for the State Fair. I like trying to go to the State Fair because you get to see all them prize-winning bulls and pumpkins and pies and all the stuff in the Jim Graham building.
Yeah. Like the prize-winning
Yeah.
stuff, the giant pumpkin that's like
Yeah.
as big as a small car.
Yeah.
Like, how'd y'all even get it in here? But there was a petting zoo there, which I didn't touch anything.
Oh, man, there's some poor-looking animals.
No, they weren't.
Yes,
no, they weren't.
was.
They looked fine.
They had a 5-legged cow in there.
Well, that was like kind of a fair attraction. 5-leg, and she's like 5 years old. They keep her, nothing's wrong with her. They said her 5th leg is perfectly fine. It was like coming out of her side here. And she was fat and happy. I bet she feels lucky being born with that 5th leg so she's not eating steak. Bonnie says, she will appreciate that you rode the ride with her for a long time. Did you see Lino smile? Yeah, and it's one of those rides.
Well, no, I
it's called the
couldn't see-
Himalayan, and it's like the one that goes around, and it's up like this, and it goes real fast. And so Joey let me squish him for the ride because, he had to get on the outside. The centrifugal force just plasters me up against him. And so it was
kept
fun.
telling her to relax, and
I couldn't.
go with it like you're on
No.
a jet ski.
No,
Just go with it.
no. It was fun though. I liked it. Farmall Fanatic is on,
Hello, Farmall Fanatic.
and Farmall Eric.
Uh-oh, got two Farmalls
know.
in here.
Cub Bud says, I'm subscribed to Rayleigh Farm and Field and sure would like to see more content by Preacher Rayleigh.
Yeah, he says next year, guys, he's gonna hit it hard. He a real busy man, and
When he's not doing his radio show.
well, I don't know if he does.
He doesn't.
Oh.
Yeah, he's got such.
Oh yeah, he's got a deep
He's got
radio
the perfect
voice.
radio voice. When I hear him talking to Joey, he's got a perfect radio voice. He really don't do the radio.
Yeah,
That's
he's a
just me
full-time.
joking.
He has a church. He's a full-time preacher of church, and but yeah, he's working on a few things. He's working on something what I'm working on too, and I'm thinking about, so there's a stalk, and I think we've talked about this. There was a stalk of Hopi and a stalk of Jimmy Red they mixed, and it has got some of the prettiest kernels you ever seen in your life. There's some that are purple with red streaks. There are some are exactly like a Siamese cat, exactly half purple and half red. And I saved that cob and I shelled just that cob, and I'm gonna plant it back here behind my house next year and try to cultivate some more cobs that look like that, and then cultivate it again. And I told Lino, we got to come up with a name. I want to call it Jtwes Jimmy Hope, or Jtwes Jimmy Red Hopi, or something like that. We got to figure it out. But it's going to be a Jtwes brand of corn. It's going to be Hopi and Jimmy Red. Did you lose your spot?
Yeah.
Well, it looked like it was going up. Farmall Fanatic, Gino had just popped in, and Farmall Eric.
Yeah. Okay. J Pill says temperatures have been down to 40 degrees Fahrenheit recently on a night. Ew.
Yeah.
We got down to 50, I think, because
Yeah.
one morning I had to go let the ducks out and it was cold.
Oh yeah, J Pill, y'all like to make my president's helicopter mess up. He had to.
They didn't make him do anything.
They had a hydraulic issue. Had to land that thing.
Avery said, oh wait, Paul's Farm says they have the same thing in Winston. I don't know what we're referring to at this time.
No, I don't know.
Avery said, a 140 makes a good bush hogging tractor, and I made my F36 like a bog harrow by lowering the draft link all the way down in the back too. I took a video of it in the bush hogging. Just hit 168 subscribers.
Good day, Avery.
I know. Good job, Avery. T. Hawkins says our family show their Holstein cows at the North Carolina Fair.
Do what?
T. Hawkins.
They're showing his Holstein? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I showed Lena the difference between a Holstein and a Jersey cow at the fair.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Lord.
She likes the Jerseys. They were pretty.
This is our dementia cat is showing up. Allison's on.
Hello, Allison.
Sliding in late. It's finally raining. West Tennessee. Been waiting all summer for this.
That's what
yeah. I know it's dusty up there too. Avery said, I went to the lovely dentist that no one likes, and they tell me I have 2 cavities and have to go 2 times to fill them.
Don't eat no Mallow cups.
Yeah. and Avery, some people are just more prone to cavities no matter what you eat and how well you brush and floss. I guarantee that I brush and I floss the best in my whole household, and I have more cavities than anybody in our household. It's just genetics.
Well, you got to do like me and not eat no sugar.
All you do is eat sugar. Let's see. Pork and Beans is on.
Pork and beans.
You could,
Pork and beans.
he said you could take a sweet potato to the state fair.
Yeah, I got a few.
I don't know.
Yeah, I got a few out there about half size of football.
Still, I don't think that's the biggest one. I think the biggest one I've seen looks like a pumpkin size.
Yeah, any of you guys coming to Plow Day that are looking to can use some sweet potatoes, that's ones you need to leave with. Man, one of them would fill up a mason jar.
We're going to have lots of sweet potatoes for you at Plow Day. So I'll have bags so you can take you a bag home with you. Just we don't want them to go to waste. Joe with the W says, I had Ohio Blue and Hickory King cross this year that turned out a really cool light purple.
Oh, I bet it was.
Um,
Hickory King's pretty, kind of looks like that Hastings that I raised, and I may not raise Jimmy Red next year. I may raise some Hastings Prolific because I hadn't raised it in a couple years now, and my seed in the freezer is about 4 years old, and I need to refresh some.
Janice says, do you ever go to the Silk Hope Farmers Day in Silk Hope?
Sometimes.
I
think
only
we
remember
went one
once,
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joey Nell says, Joey, have you talked to Around the Shop YouTube guy in a while? Just curious if he'll be at the Plow Day.
I have not.
Go on, Prissy.
He will probably call me and let me know whether he's coming or not. I call him Brother Pat.
Avery said, I have a hypoplastic enamel, so I am one of them. About his teeth.
Oh, hypoplastic enamel.
Maybe that's what I have, and nobody's just told me
What?
that I have hypoplastic enamel. Because my dentist is like pretty elderly.
Well, I know what your problem is.
What? What?
No coffee, man.
The coffee?
Yeah.
No. Because
Oh,
even
yeah.
before I didn't start drinking coffee till after Samuel was born.
I know, but you have coffee.
And I've had cavities since I was 20.
You have coffee with your sugar.
Whatever. Porky Bean said, I was at the state fair once and thought I was in the watermelon section, but it was a cucumber. Yeah. And J. Pill says, we used to keep Guernseys, which is another Channel Island breed, bigger than a Jersey.
That's what we had, JP. We had a Guernsey when I was little. Her name was Daisy.
I'm glad I said that right, because I've never seen Guernsey in my life.
Yes, Guernsey.
Till now.
That's how you say it, Guernsey. Was that a Guernsey at the fair?
It was a. Oh no, what was that? Because it looks like Nala.
Yeah, it may have been a Guernsey.
No, because I would have noticed that name was off.
Jersey.
Yeah,
Jersey.
I think it was Jersey.
Oh.
Bonnie says, I caught that coffee with your sugar. Yes, I do like a cafe mocha too.
Well, now, your regular house coffee.
My regular. Well, you were one to talk. It's just as sweet as sweet tea. It's no sweeter than tea.
Oh, it's sweeter.
No, it's not. It's not. But yeah, going back to the fair stuff. So the classic is bigger than Danville.
I guess
Because I
it
thought
is.
Danville was pretty good.
Yeah, it was good. They had a rodeo there that night, but we didn't stay for that.
And I mean, honestly, it wasn't bad price. You know, you could get a $30 wristband and ride all day, all the rides you want.
Well, but they didn't have it like 6 rides.
No, they had several rides. We just didn't ride many.
Well, you take out the 3-year-old rides. They had like 6.
Yeah. But anyway.
So you paid $30 a ride.
Joey's just being
6.
negative tonight, so we'll just go with that.
And she wouldn't ride the Ferris wheel.
I was going to ride the Ferris wheel. You said they had a crack in it.
It did have a crack in it.
So then we were in line. We were next to get on, and he's like studying this beam. He's like, oh no, this has got a crack in it.
And when that thing come around, I seen it spread a little bit, and I said, okay, let's go.
You might ought to told him.
Well, they supposedly have state inspections look at them before they set them up, after they set them up. What? Did you lose your place?
No.
Oh.
Bonnie says, hoping to come to Plow Day. Yes, Bonnie, that'd be wonderful if you and the Hawkins group could come. That would be lovely. Paul's Farm says, Dixie Classic has cattle judging, horse, chicken, ducks, blue ribbon for largest vegetable, tobacco, stringing contest,
Oh, man.
and lots more.
That's pretty cool.
So, yeah. So, like, I would think the Dixie Classic is rival to the State Fair. A lot of people go to that,
So he's talking about a hand stringing, obviously, on the tobacco.
I guess.
I think next year, I'm going to try to raise about 3 or 4 rolls of tobacco, just kind of maybe document how it used to be done. I mean, it's not like done like that nowadays, but probably maybe 2 or 3 rolls, because I got to hand sucker it, and I don't want to hand sucker a half acre of tobacco. So, but it'd be neat to show you guys, and then we can have a race, see who can pull the fastest between me and the boys.
Curtis King says, Joey, can you load the rear tires on a 140?
Mine are loaded. Well, the 140 is. I don't think the Super A is. Curtis, I'm a hard believer in loading rear tires in tractors. Having said that, not all of mine are loaded, just from circumstances, like the 300's not, because, I mean, a YouTuber gave me those wheels and tires, and not complaining about it. I'm grateful for them. The Super A, I just haven't done anything with it, but the 140, when I got tires put on it, yes, I do load them. I like it. It just makes it a little heavier, makes it less likely to kind of be tippy.
T-Hawker says, I still drink Kool-Aid. Can't do nothing with coffee. Yeah, I do like Kool-Aid too, but I haven't drank it in quite a while. Tim Helgerson says, how is the fall sweet corn doing? I planted mine 2 months ago and it hasn't rained since.
Oh, man.
Here in southwest Mississippi.
Tim, I showed it a little bit on my last video, and just since my last video, last 3 days, it's really tasseled out good. If we get a little rain this weekend, like Leno said they was calling for, will help it make, I mean, I think it's going to be a beautiful crop of swallow.
It looks good.
Yeah, it's prettier than the spring crop. I guess it's probably because it's cleaner. And when I say cleaner, I got to lay it by proper instead of with the rolling cultivators. I had disc, and I was able to cover up any grass and stuff that was in there. And so it's just as clean as a pin out there. And I only use nitrogen with it. I didn't put any fertilizer. I usually use like 10, 20, 20, and then I'll put some nitrogen on it the last part when I lay it by. But this time when I planted it, I put a little nitrogen to it, and had to be real careful, because when it's a small plant that big, you want that nitrogen at least that far away from that plant if you can help it. I didn't worry about it so much when it was taller. When I laid it by, I kind of let it go right up under the stalk at that point. But if it works out, I could see myself raising a fall crop of corn every year, of sweet corn. We're supposed to go to Outer Banks again on my birthday in October, and I told Leno, I said,
Don't, you aren't supposed to say it on here.
What?
Because we got certain haters who get mad at us for going on too many trips.
Oh, who's that?
I'll tell you later.
Oh.
You know who I'm talking about. But go ahead.
Oh, Ashley?
Well, no.
Oh, anyway.
Go ahead. But she hates it too. I mean, she said something about it too.
Anyway, long story short, I told Leno, I said, it's probably going to come in that weekend. I said, but I guess we'll just have some full corn because we'll cut it that Monday.
I know, it'll either come in on plow day or when we're supposed to go.
I doubt it'll be plow day because it's still got, I don't know, be close. Could be in between.
Well, because this 80 degrees has really been helping it too. And it's been in the 80s for the past 3 days. Joe with the W says, I may be at plow day this year. It all depends on how Daddy feels. I used the plow for the first time a few days ago and still have some adjustments to make.
Yeah, Joe, I got to, if I get that 300 going, I may toy with my plow for the 300 a little bit and see if I can get it working right. It's not sucking into the ground right, and I hadn't worked on it no more to see what I could do with it. And but if I get the 300 running right, we may mess with it a little bit.
Mark Spradley's on.
Hey, Mark.
Hey, y'all. How's it going on this wonderful evening? It's done warm back up here in South Georgia.
Yeah, it is. Doing good, thank you.
T. Hawkins says, y'all should take that cat to the state fair. I'm sure no one has seen one quite that big.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
she's not the big cat. That's just fur.
Yeah, she's kind of fluffy.
Ollie's the big cat.
Yeah. I don't think she weighs as much as Ollie, definitely not, but she just looks big because of her
Ollie's
fur.
a hoss.
Yeah, Ollie weighed 16 pounds.
Yeah, he's a hoss.
Our big orange one. And Prissy's
Where's he at, by the way?
outside. I heard him on the back. But yeah, Prissy's 18 years old, so she's our old girl. Chris, did I say Chris Winters? Chris Winters is on.
That's a new name.
Hello from Northeast Iowa. We enjoy watching your videos.
Well, thank you, Chris.
And Curtis King said, "Me too. I was just wondering what your thoughts were." And
Me too on what, Curtis King?
let me go back up. About loading the rear tires was his last
okay.
question.
All right. Well, I want to make sure.
I know, it's just hard to keep up with what somebody may be talking about, once we've changed subjects.
I guess I didn't hear you say Curtis on that.
Joey Neal says, "What did you use to load your 140 tires?"
I used Corbin Ridge Grocery.
What's that mean?
Wayne filled them up.
With gas?
No. What do we use? He's talking about what type of machine do you use to put the...
Oh, I thought he meant what did you put in it?
Yeah, no. Well, whatever Jerry puts in them, I'm not sure. I'll be honest with you.
He might be afraid to ask.
Yeah, I might be scared to ask Jerry what he put in them. I assume, yeah, I mean, I've heard people talk about beet juice and stuff like that, stuff that ain't so corrosive to the thing, and I'm all for that because, yeah, that stuff, it can be pretty corrosive. When the 300 was leaking before I got those tires I got on it now, yeah, I mean, it wherever it touched on that 300, it rusted it like that. I mean, it's pretty much like the same stuff they put on the roads up north, I guess.
Oh, and Bonnie, I missed Bonnie's comment. She said, "I'm sure we need to bring our own chairs."
Well, there'll be, I would.
We'll have some foldable chairs.
Yeah.
Like some folding tables and chairs. And
if I like your chair, I'll keep it.
And we have some tents,
Just
too.
ask Brian.
So there will be shade, because some plow days get really hot. And yes, if you want to be comfortable, bring your own chair. Or if you don't, we have just fold out plastic chairs.
Yeah, I got a nice chair with a built-in zipper right here that's got like
a little cooler section.
A little cooler in it. Yeah, just ask Brian.
I know, awful. And speaking of plow day, so it's October 11th, and you do not have to bring a tractor to come. Everyone is welcome, and I keep repeating myself to those who are always on every Monday, but for anybody who's watching who hasn't heard the spiel.
It's getting time to be mentioning it.
Yeah. So October 11th, we'll be doing that, and we're going to do lunch. We'll have lunch provided, and it'll have pretty much everything you want: drinks, lunch, desserts.
Mallow cup for dessert.
No, we're not mass purchasing that. But, because then you'll hide them and be like, "Oh, I forgot to put these out for plow day." So, yeah, it'll be a fun time. It's always fun. It usually starts about 9. If you want to come earlier, that's fine. We have some who show up, 7, 8, whatever.
Yeah, we try not to plow till about 9:30, 10.
Yeah, like I won't be there at 7. But my parents should be here.
I will, because I can think of a Chevrolet blue truck that'll be there about 7.
Yeah, my parents will be here. They're going to help me with it, and so will Sam's girlfriend. So if anything, y'all can come just to meet all the extended family.
Yeah, we'll probably
have everybody there.
Yeah, Will be filming for me, I'm sure.
Yeah, will film. I'll tell Megan if she needs to bring Ivy up here for a nap just to come back to our house.
If anybody's got a Starlink, bring it. We'll live stream. No.
And and speaking of Ivy, Joey won her a little husky stuffed animal at the fair. I was like, yeah, this man ain't leaving without something for Ivy. So he got her little stuffed animal, and she played with it today. She just loved it. She's getting so personable, her age, and it's just so fun having her.
Yeah, and everybody get.
We will have a drawing.
Yeah, get
raffle.
Some tickets.
Yeah, we'll be giving out tickets for raffles like we did last year. Just some Jtwes stuff and.
Well, actually, there's a lot of stuff that I'm trying to work on here, so it could be.
It'll be good.
If some of the people that has promised some stuff, and this actually is not subscribers, what I'm talking about is actually a company. If they deliver what they say they would like to participate, then yeah, I could have some pretty neat stuff to give out.
Yeah, so it'll be some good stuff that you'll be going home with, not just sweet potatoes. So hold on, I gotta find my place. Sorry. J. Pill says, the one thing missing from Plow Day is the UGH. Sorry, English joke. UGH. European.
I don't know.
I don't know. J. Pill, you'll have to
Yeah.
clue us in. Orber says, I might have some tobacco chemicals for bug and topping.
Well, you know, Orber, I'd love to get my hands on some Prime Plus, and if I could get some Prime Plus, I would jug it, Orber, and then I wouldn't have to worry about the stalk, you know, prematurely turning yellow like it does with MH30 or something like that. But we used to jug it all the time, and you know, a jug of it would do 3 rolls pretty easy because you don't just a little bit down that center, she'll follow it all the way down. So yeah, I'd love to have some Prime Plus.
Blanton Farms is on.
Hey, Nick.
And also, Paul's Farm says, I have a set of rear weights for one.
Oh, okay. Nick, I see you got my disc for my 300 out, fixing it up.
George Joyner is on.
Hey, George.
Tobacco Barn Wood. When I go to shows in the summer, I carry green tobacco with my replica of a mule slide and have my looping horse set up so people can loop some tobacco.
Oh,
Young
cool.
people never seen it.
You know, I tried it when I was younger, but I never really learned how to do it. I mean, I'd kind of do a little twist and try to flip it over the stick, and it seems like one of the twists is pretty easy. The other twist, the other side of the stick is a special thing to it, but it seems like one side of the stick's not that bad, but the other side is the one that catches you. You got to know how to do.
Janice said, will the grandbabies be at Plow Day? Yes, I'm sure they will be.
Well, yeah,
Probably
as
not all
long
day.
as they can, yeah.
You know,
It may be a
they're
deal.
just babies, yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see how long they can hang out with us. I'll make sure they come around lunchtime, you know, if I need to, which Will and Megan, you know, they'll come early just because Will's going to film. T. Hawkins says, when I did my tractor tires, I used wintertime windshield washer fluid. Went to Home Depot and bought them out.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I guess that'd work.
Mm-hmm. And 1904 Farm says, do you have an address for the plow field?
I have a GPS link that I'll be putting, like, I'll start doing it on my next video. Matter of fact, I'll add it after this is over with. I'll add it to the description of this live stream. And so that, and probably, you know what, I'll probably go back and add it to last video too. And it'll be called Plow Day Location. You'll just click the link, it'll open up Google Maps, and there it'll be. Because it's actually no physical address, so I just pin it, you know.
John Briggs is on.
Hey, John Briggs.
Hey, John. Y'all just missed Prissy. She was up here. Now she's laying down right there. I see her. She's getting old and senile a little bit, doing some crazy stuff lately. Bonnie said, put the winning number to the side for me, please.
Yeah, we will. Yeah, I usually get, you know, there's all kinds of, you know, teenagers or younger running around, and I usually get one of them to pull something out of a hat or a jar or a bowl. I think Leno's got a little bowl or something she uses.
Tiaka says, raffle that goat off, LOL. Yes, let's raffle Chile.
Oh, yeah, that'd be all right. Be glad to do that.
Mm-hmm. Which, I don't know, he has been acting very good lately since you extended the field. Have you noticed?
Well, he got bit a few times by that fence, put him in his place.
That's what it was. That's what it is then. He has been acting so well behaved because we put an electric fence around where we opened up their lot. Because they already have a really big, nice lot, but Joey wanted them to eat some brush that's near the pond. So he extended an electric fence down that way. And he did probably get bit the most by that fence.
My electric fence is 6 joules.
Yeah, because they climb on everything. They climb and they would pull it down in one day if it wasn't electric.
Me checking it with the back of my hand, it will still make my muscles hurt my arms. It hits so hard. And I got rubber-soled shoes on when it hits me, so you can imagine some hoofs going in the ground. And it's the 6 jewels ain't running but about 150 feet. The longer the fence is, it kind of lowers the jewels a little bit. But we got like 150 feet and 6 jewels on it. That's almost electrocution.
I know. Like if it's a small animal, like a squirrel or something.
Oh yeah, if they get caught in that net, they ain't gonna make it. He hit that thing one day. He's like, blah.
I'm glad animal cruelty is so funny to you.
I just hate that he's
Y'all
not,
email Joey, okay?
I just hate that he's not one of those fainting goats, man. Golly, I could have some fun with that.
No, then they would faint every time they touched the fence.
And then fall on it.
Right. Avery said, I wish I had some extra merch for the raffle. That's okay, Avery. We're just glad to have you come and your family.
Yes, sir, buddy.
We'll just be happy to see you. J. Pill says we spell it Plough. That's why he's bringing
Plow
the
Day.
UGH to
Yeah.
Plow Day. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's the way Coca-Cola wants me to spell it. I was gonna get some, like 10 Coca-Cola bottles one time with Jtwes Plow Day on it, 2024, 2025, and raffle them off as a souvenir. And they wouldn't do it because of the word Plow Day. No idea.
That's strange. I figure you could put whatever you want on there as long as it's not offensive if you're paying for it.
Plow Day didn't meet the mustard.
I don't know what Aura is referring to because it says, I'll look one day, it's 20 years old. I don't know what he's talking about.
Ober, he's talking about the Prime Plus.
Okay. Blanton
That
Farms,
stuff smells like Magic Marker too, Ober.
Blanton Farm says, the disc has been setting for about 10 years with that tree growing through it. When we picked it up, everything was free, new tires and a cylinder, and it's good to go.
All right.
And Bonnie was wondering.
That's pretty big disc too.
Bonnie was wondering about the location too, so she would get an idea how long it is.
Yeah.
Plus, she doesn't need to be sitting in a car too long driving.
Yeah.
With her back recovery.
Yeah, I'll put it on this one in my last video after the live.
Bonnie said, I don't want to win that. The goat. Brian said the hand tie twist is the same. It's just when you wrap the right side, it's a push and roll over to the side and push tight as you make a new twist.
Yeah, I think that's the part, Brian, that always messed me up.
Yeah, sometimes I read these comments and I have no idea what y'all are talking about.
I could kick myself for throwing some of that stuff away. We had two nice hand-built stick holders. Even had a place to put the string on. And I remember those things because occasionally I'd set a stick in it, just set it in there. I had some, I probably had 10 or 15 of the weave baskets that the tobacco they used to present them on, take them to the market with the, the weave baskets. You guys have seen that. Had 10 or 15 of them. And golly, I can't believe I did that. You can sell them things like $100 a piece now or more.
What? I'm sorry, I wasn't listening.
Oh, never mind.
No, seriously, what were you selling?
It's just some stuff that I let rot and throw them away.
We've all done that. I mean, look
Tobacco
at our
stuff.
Look.
Now I still, guys, I had never showed you guys, but I still got probably 1,000 sticks in my big feed barn over there. It's just under a lot of everybody else's stuff, bed frames and toys and this, that, and the other. But I still got quite a few. Most of them are split sticks. They're not cut sticks. You guys know what I'm talking about.
Look.
They're split sticks with little notches in the end of it to put that string.
Let me tell you. So, we had a large Hispanic family. I always got hand-me-down used stuff. And I was so salty about using those lunch boxes that are metal. And it was the He-Man one. And I hated it. I mean, I'm carrying a He-Man lunchbox. It was my cousin's. But if I had that now, it would be collector item, you know? And I didn't care if that thing rusted, whatever.
Well, I had a Steve Austin one.
We could have went with our Steve Austin and He-Man.
I had a Steve Austin doll, and you looked through the back of his head, and it was like a little telescope.
Right, I remember you telling me that.
Yes, sir. Lee Majors.
Allison said, sounds to me like you need a friend who has a laser and you wouldn't have to have Coca-Cola's permission. That's right, Allison. Who
Yeah.
needs stinking Coca-Cola? Allison can put whatever we want. Avery said he's going to email you about how hilarious it is about the goats. Oh, thank you, Bonnie. Bonnie says y'all will be worth the drive.
Oh, okay.
And that's how we feel, too, when we see our friends that we know, like Allison. She's a long drive from us, but it's worth it.
Yeah.
We are happy to take that drive. And it's really, it hasn't been that bad. I mean, I feel like, I think the more we go, more times we go, it's not as bad. I start feeling like Megan. You know, Megan and her mom have driven to, like, Michigan and Georgia, you know, and they're like, oh, it's not that bad.
Yeah, Allison, I told Dr. Kidd one Sunday we may leave early and try to make it back to Newport, Tennessee before his church starts.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll
see.
I
mean, because sometimes I'm like,
I just want to see. I want to see the folks who go to church with them.
Depends on if I took the next day off.
Yeah.
Which I think I did that last time. Okay, let me find where I was at. Farm Boy 59 says, I've got a tobacco horse buck at the barn.
I don't have a whole lot left, I don't think. I got the sticks. And I don't know, guys, I may have put something over there I done forgot about. That would be a good chance.
T. Hawkins says, I hope she's driving alone. She drives more from the passenger seat than she does from the driver's seat. My nerves will be shot. LOL. I can relate, Bonnie.
Yeah.
I'm a side seat captain. Or what do you call it? Co-pilot.
Yeah, we should have got like a driver's ed car.
Yeah, Janice, I'm not.
So you could have your own steering wheel and brake.
Yes, that's what I need. I need my own steering wheel and brake.
Yeah, we should have bought a used driver's ed car.
You would see those cars, you would know when a couple's riding together because it'd be like.
Because the car would be constantly doing this.
And it would be stopping and stuff. You guys complain, but where would you be without us, right?
Yeah.
You know, it's nice to be married.
I took a little bitty car one time just so it was to embarrass her. It was a little bitty car. It was a 5-speed clutch. And if you pull off in first gear in one and you just kind of pop the gas, you'll make the car just sit there and do like this. And we went across this big giant intersection with the car.
I about got divorced that weekend.
looking like you didn't know how to drive.
And
a
it was
5-speed.
in a mini. It was in a Mini Coupe.
It was
No, it was a Mini Cooper.
Well, whatever it was,
So you got
I
this
was bouncing
giant,
that thing.
this giant in the Mini Cooper, and he was, and it's like a 5-lane intersection. I about died, and it's in the town that I work in. So I was like, I know somebody's gonna recognize me. It was awful. So anyway, that was our little side story. Farmall and Fords is on.
Farmall and Fords?
Yeah, good evening. Just got in and sit down. Luke Wilkins is on.
Hello, Luke Wilkins.
Hey, y'all. Really like your videos. I've learned a lot about my 140.
Well, thank you, Luke.
And Flatwoods Farmer is on.
Hey, Flatwood.
Farmer in South Georgia cured tobacco on sticks, but probably by the 1970s, everyone went to metal racks or buck barns, if not earlier.
Except us. And I don't mean that in a negative way, but I'm just being honest. When we quit with stick barns.
Yeah.
And that was in the mid-90s. I always had them. Stick barns, 12 burners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, 9 burners.
Deep South Homestead, Epicon Grove is on.
Hey, Danny.
It's always funny learning new things about Joey. Lee Major's doll, LOL.
Well, he knows what I'm talking about. It was a $6 million man.
Mm-hmm. Allison says, Janice, I'm not, because Janice asked if Allison was going to make it this year. She said, I'm not sure yet. I keep changing my mind. I don't need to make the trip this year, but the more Plow Day talk I listen to, the more convinced I need to make the trip. And Allison, she's under no pressure. She's got a lot of exciting family, exciting events changes in her life that we love for her. So, if she can't come, maybe we can slip on up there in November for some other events. But, we'll see her soon if she doesn't make it. But
Come up there for a work day.
yeah, I mean, we'll miss her, of course, but we love her. Yeah, we might need to come up there, Allison, for a work day in the next month. So you just let us know. We're there. George Joinder says, tractor show at Gold Sands Fire Department, October 3rd and 4th at Centerville, North Carolina. Great show, and they do some plowing.
Who'd you say the guy said he learned a lot? Was that Luke?
Luke, yeah.
Yeah, Luke. I have a bad habit, and Danny can probably attest to this too. I have a bad habit of thinking when I make a video on something that I don't need to ever make that video again. And a lot of times, I need to redo some of my older videos, like maybe setting up fertilizer, or doing something to the 140, or messing with the feet, or just some teaching aspects of the tractor, because in my mind I'm thinking, okay, I made that video three and a half years ago. It's on there, they'll see it, but that's just not how YouTube works. A lot of times you won't see it unless you was to dig through my videos, and then I personally, I wouldn't blame you if you got halfway through them and said, okay, I don't see it, and give up. So I'm glad you mentioned that, Luke, about learning something about the 140s, because I need to remember at least once a year and a half, is kind of touch base on some of the things that, yeah, I may have already done it, but maybe redo the video on that. And raised beds is another thing. I told Lino, I have a lot of people sometimes, and they'll find out I have a YouTube channel, and they'll say, well, do you garden with raised beds? I'm like, well, technically, yeah, but not the type you're talking about. But anyway, I wouldn't mind getting a couple of raised beds and maybe doing some, some herbs, or am I saying that right? Herbs?
Yes.
Herbs.
Sometimes he throws that H on there.
Yeah, yeah, I'll say herbs. Or salads or something like that. Just maybe to help some of those folks. But glad you mentioned that, Luke. I was thinking about that the other day.
Derek Coots is on.
Hey, Derek.
Hello from Jefferson City, Missouri. Hey, Jtwes. T. Hawkins says, and yet I have never run a red light or hit anyone when I'm driving alone. But with her, it's a near miss every trip.
Evidently.
Right.
Or you're running off the road every second.
It's because us ladies are such a distraction to y'all's driving. Y'all can't help but want to be in conversation with us. And, we're a distraction. Johnny says, I made a tobacco horse several years ago and painted it red. To hang Christmas stockings on, I call it a stocking horse.
That's a pretty good idea.
That is.
If I would have kept mine.
Well, because...
we could have put it right there.
Right.
And it's about the width of that TV.
And look, now I need one because Joey's made a competition between all these girls. And so now they all have a stocking. And then, of course, our grandbabies are going to have a stocking. So we're going to have to come up with something. I'll probably get a ladder, one of those quilt ladders.
No, what Johnny's talking about, I'll show you what they look like. You would like it.
Well, we'll have to do something. So just have that in your mind.
Maybe I'll put it over in the barn over there. Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah, so maybe look for it because we need to do something because my command strips aren't working out for the 6 I have now, Flatwoods Farmer. I grew up in the 1980s and I only saw the old tobacco sticks not being used. Then in 2001, I was up near Alberta, Virginia, and saw tobacco being cured the old-fashioned way. Heritage, enjoyed seeing it.
Oh, yeah. We used them. The amazing thing about those sticks, and I guess the barns and the sticks would do it. Some of those barns that we used, God, man, some of them were probably built in the 30s, and it would be like 1990, and when you would throw the heat to that thing, you'd get it 180, 195 degrees in there, and because you had, like I said, you had 9 propane burners with, like turkey pot burners, wide open, air all the way open, and frost coming off the pipes, and those things would still seep sap after 70 years. the pine logs would still seep sap. But you didn't have to worry too much about, as long as you used them every year, you didn't have to worry about termites. There was no such thing as termites in a tobacco barn.
J. Peel says, remember seeing in an old garden book how to grow tobacco in this country during the Second World War when there was a shortage.
Yeah. I was talking to somebody about that the other day. We were talking about tobacco and how I can remember in the early 80s, Daddy sold some tobacco for $2.05 a pound. And they were talking about a guy had sold some here pretty recently for $2.40 a pound. And I was like, dude, what? And he's like, yeah, he got 2.40. I was like, it's only come up 35 cents in almost 40 years. I wished everything else would only have went up 35 cents in I mean, really.
We'd be in a wealthy class if that was the case.
With the cost of inflation, I mean, to me, that tobacco farmer ought to be selling his tobacco for like $8 and something a pound. And I'm sure that goes the same for beef, chicken, pork. All of it probably should be a lot more for the farmer. But we were talking about the soil in the United States. Just is something about the soil, especially in the South, that just makes a thick, hardy tobacco, thick leaves, and it's hard for them to reproduce that tobacco that they get from the South. You lost your place.
Allison says, whoa now, if I don't come, you might come November 22nd. That's right, Allison. That's what I had in mind. So
that's right now around Thanksgiving.
It's a week before.
Oh.
I already looked because I had to put in my vacation time for work today. That's how I knew when Thanksgiving was, because I was looking ahead. Paul's Farm says, my grandfather used to go to Canada to cure tobacco for them. And William A. says, Sandra Bullock was in the Bionic Showdown of $6 Million Man and the Bionic Woman.
Oh, yeah, I seen that movie. That was when Jamie had some problem with her hearing or some ear or something and had to get fixed up. They thought she was going to die.
David is on, says hello.
Hello, David.
And Christian said, best cheap raised beds are busted or rusted stock tanks or water troughs.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind having some made out of some railroad ties.
Martha said, we just bought 2 raised beds and I plan to start growing a few things in them in addition to our garden. I think the best thing for those...
I think Danny needs to send me some of them Vivos.
I think the best thing is the herbs in them, you know.
Yeah.
Because those are pretty easy to control the weeds in and stuff.
Yeah, I gotta find some sort of natural looking raised bed that I can put in front of the house for Leno, because her log, she had a hollow log. It started out just as pretty hollow and big around as you can get, but it's slowly
it's finally
rotting over the years.
Yeah, but anything I plant in there just flourishes because of that decay.
Yeah.
It's just always loved it.
Well, more so because we filled it up with potting soil.
No, it's in the mulch. It's the old mulch underneath it that dies or corrodes or whatever you want to say, and then we add new mulch to it. Bart Sexton says, I've seen folks use the tobacco horse to hang their quilts on.
Yeah, you see that a lot, display them with that.
Luke Wilkins says, I got my 140 back in January, and I'm still learning how to set all the equipment.
Well, Luke, it's you can do it. I forget half the stuff the thing to do sometimes.
Tommy Norwood says, I have an old tobacco horse that's in good shape. And Joey Neal says, sounds like you need a good woodworker to build one. And Joey, no, he's done so much for us and made us such beautiful stuff. Please, I don't want you to go through any trouble for us. I missed Avery's comment. He says, Joey, what do I need to check the square plug oil level on my 140? And Joey Neal answered, it's a 5/16 plug.
Yeah. Thank you, Joey, because I couldn't remember. I know I bought a set, and I know I mentioned it on video what I bought just to get the one plug out of it, but I couldn't remember what size it was.
George said, the tobacco barns I take down are 100 years old with fat, light lighter pines still have sap in them. Great smell.
Oh yeah, I hate it doing it, but, and I probably shouldn't tell this, somebody might get mad at me, but when they rebuilt the tractor shed out there, we had a pine tree that it wasn't bad, it wasn't hollow, wasn't nothing wrong with it. It was just kind of leaning a little bit towards that new shed. And before they built the shed, after the old one had blown away and it was just dirt there, I told Lena, I said, Lena, I need to cut that tree down. She said, why? I was like, because it's going to fall. One of these days it will fall, and it'll probably fall right on that tractor shed. And long story short, I mean, that thing probably was a 110 years old pine tree. But the stump of it out there, 3 years, I've been taking my little DeWalt oscillator, and I cut about a 1/2 inch down at a time and get little chips off of it. And that's what I start my grill with, because it is man, those old pine trees, they hardened up. I mean, they hardened up like rocks.
Derek wants to know, what kind of variety of garlic are you going to plant this fall? I usually plant early and late Italian and have pretty good luck with it.
Derek, I need to mention it on a video because I don't remember which subscriber sent it to me, but about 4 years ago, not too long after I started my YouTube channel, a subscriber sent me a whole little shoebox full of garlic cloves. And I have been using whatever he sent me over and over and over again every year. I plant them, you know, use what we're going to use out of them, and I save me some seed back, and I plant those bulbs again. And so I don't remember what they were, and I hate to say that, but I don't remember what they were.
J. Pill says they say herbs with the H.
Herbs with the H.
And Curtis King says, look at the price of a pack of cigarettes now compared to then.
Oh yeah, and it hadn't passed down. Look at the price of that steak.
Brian said the reason they aren't getting any more for the tobacco is because it's being broken up so bad it's making it harder to use. The leaves have holes, and when I sold, they wanted solid leaves for cigars.
Well, it may be so, but a lot of it gets ground up. I think the biggest problem is other countries in South America.
Yeah, and they can
I
buy
don't
it a
know
lot
if China's
cheaper.
raising any, but China probably is. But it's just not the tobacco. No matter what they do, it's not the tobacco. It's just like our corn out in the Midwest. Can't nobody grow corn like we can grow it. As far as amount per bushel. What is it, 9 o'clock?
Yes.
Man, you sitting there like a movie fixing to cut it off.
Butterfly Farm said good night, and so did Avery.
Yeah.
Yeah, Avery, school night. Good night, Avery.
Oh, well, your battery's about to go dead anyway.
Well, I don't know why.
I don't know.
My phone's getting old.
You're going to cut off 74 people.
Well, we all started at the same time.
Lord have mercy. Curtis King said good night. Guys, thank y'all so much for tuning in tonight. I'm sorry we got sidetracked on $6 Million Man.
Oh, we didn't talk about that very long.
It's just, you know, something from your childhood. I'm sure there's worse things nowadays a child could play with.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, y'all have a good week. God bless you. God loves you. We'll see you.